special thank you to all of my channel members. Isaiah Robeson, Jaeger Bomb Legend, Micah Carter, Rhea, Vincent Tremblay, James Sucks, Tristan Hoffman, Josh Cameron, Noble Bulls, Blunt Too Heavy, Andrew Peacock, and newest member who just joined yesterday, Evan Foot. Thank you so much to all of my channel members. I truly do appreciate it. Okay, week 15. A lot of games. Is there anybody on a bye this week? No. No teams on the bye, so everyone's playing. Dolphins versus Texans. The Dolphins have won 4 of their last 5 games, and the Texans have only won 1 of their last 3. The Texans are coming off a bye. But I think right now, Dolphins, they still have a bit of that desperation. They know they need to win this game if they have any hope of making the playoffs. This win would take them to 500. They have better form at the moment. Tua is the better quarterback at the moment. The offense is better at the moment. I think I'm going to take Miami here. It's probably an upset win, but I'm going to take that there. Bengals versus Titans. I don't have to deliberate too much on that. I'm going to take the Bengals. Coming off of one of the most absurd games I've ever watched last week, which went in their favor there. They're going to be fired up about that. The Titans have they've been the Titans this year. And I think Cincinnati will take the W. Jets versus Jaguars. You're still going to have Mac Jones in at quarterback. Although the Jets are now eliminated from the playoffs, so they might be taking a little bit easy this game, you never know. But the Jaguars have the second worst pass defense in the entire league. And, New York does have the offensive weapons, especially through the air. I just think that seems like a Jets win to me. So far, I'm only taking away teams, and that's not about to change. Chiefs versus Browns. Jameis Winston has gone back to throwing lots of interceptions. Now, he did pray for the Lord to deliver him from big sixes, so we'll see if he gets any divine intervention in this matchup. But the Kansas City Chiefs, they keep finding ways to win, even as they struggle. And I think that turnover issues and the like by the Cleveland offense will give the Kansas City Chiefs offense just too many opportunities to make something happen, even if it's just a field goal here and there. Difference, I think that giving Patrick Mahomes the ball that many extra times, I'm expecting maybe 2 turnovers at the least. I think it'll be detrimental, and I think it'll make the Chiefs the winners here, in my opinion. Now we have Colts versus Broncos, both coming off of a bye. The Colts need a win here if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive, as slim as they are. The Broncos are fairly comfortable at this point in the season. We are in Denver at the moment. I ultimately just think this Denver team, as much as I like this Colts team, I think this Denver team is, I don't think they're going to be beaten in this matchup here. Now we come to our Interconference games, and we have two games down here, absolute bangers. This Buffalo, Detroit, and Pittsburgh, Philadelphia game. These both have game of the week, potentially even game of the year potential. Because these are both potential Super Bowl matchups that we're looking at right here, which is crazy to think about. Okay. Ravens versus Giants. Ravens coming off a bye. The Ravens are 15-point favorites in this matchup. It is the single largest point total any team has been a favorite by this entire season. They are 15-point favorites, and I don't have any reason to disagree. Now, I'm not convinced that they will win this game by 15 or more, but I clearly do think that they will be winning this game. Tampa Bay versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, Los Angeles went toe-to-toe against Kansas City, and they nearly won. But they're very injured at the moment, and Tampa Bay has a 3-game winning streak. I think that on paper, Los Angeles might be the better squad. I think it's possible, if not even likely, that they do win this matchup. But there's a part of me that just feels like Tampa Bay has the momentum at the moment. And I'm going to pick the Bucks. New England versus Arizona. Arizona coming off a loss to the Seahawks. But it was a pretty close game. And they're playing the Patriots, so I'm going to take Arizona. Now we have the first of our two amazing matchups this week. Like I said, this is a potential Super Bowl matchup. Josh Allen, who's the MVP favorite, if he wins this game, I think it's pretty much a lock that he'll be MVP. He could throw 6 interceptions a game for the rest of the season. I think he'd still win MVP if he wins this game. Buffalo coming off of a crazy loss to the Los Angeles Rams, wherein Josh Allen is the first player in NFL history to have 3 rushing and 3 passing touchdowns in the same game, but they still lose that game by 2 to the Rams. Now I think that can go one of two ways. Either that fuels them and they play better, or that disheartens them a bit and they play worse. But I just think at the moment, overall team-wise, I think Detroit is the better team. I have to go Detroit, especially because we're at home in Detroit. Now this is the matchup that I think might actually be the bigger game and might have the bigger chance of fireworks. The Pittsburgh Steelers are the underdog in this game. The Philadelphia Eagles are the favorites to win. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 4-0 this season as the underdog. But the Eagles are on a 9-game winning streak. Also, I believe that they're on a 12-game winning streak against Pittsburgh in Philadelphia. I believe that's the stat. I might be a little bit wrong. So since we're in Philly, I'm going to take the Eagles here. I think when the matchups are this close, this much of a 50-50 coin flip like they are with this Detroit Buffalo and Philly Pittsburgh matchup, I think home field advantage makes a difference in those circumstances. I think either of these games could go the other way very easily, but the these are going to be very, very big matchups. Atlanta versus Las Vegas. This is the Monday game. I've not seen anything about whether Kirk Cousins, let me see if I can find it actually. Will Michael Penix be playing this week, or is it going to be Kirk again? No, he's not going to be. Yeah, no, okay. So it's going to be Kirk Cousins against the Raiders. Now, I think either way, Atlanta should win this game. They've been struggling, but this Raiders team is just, they're in the dumps at the moment. So I'll take Atlanta even with their struggles. But I'm not gonna act like there's no way the Raiders win this. Now we come to the NFC. The Rams versus the Niners. This game's actually on right now. I'm recording this video a bit late. I'm not gonna let this influence my decision. I'm picking the Rams. I'm gonna tell you that right now, but let's see what the current score is. Oh no, it hasn't started yet. It starts in an hour. So just so you can see, it hasn't started yet. I'm taking the Rams. Now, as a Seahawks fan, we need the 49ers to win this matchup. Because I think it's very possible we lose our game this week against the Packers. We hold the tiebreaker against the 49ers. We need the Rams to lose so they have a worse record. I'm not great with playoff math, but I think, like, if the Rams and the Niners end with the same record, but the Niners have the tiebreaker against the Rams, they'll be above them. But Seattle has the tiebreaker against the Niners. So it's like if we all end with the same record, except for Arizona at the bottom. So yeah, if Seattle, Los Angeles, and the 49ers all end with the same record, it would be Seattle, San Francisco, LA, because of tiebreakers. I think that's how that works. But all I know is we need the Rams to win. We need the Niners to win this week. However, the Rams just put up a season-high 44 points against a Buffalo team, which is much better than this 49ers team. They have a fully healthy offense at the moment, which looks absolutely elite. And they've beaten San Francisco in their last two matchups. So I'm not confident in the Niners' ability to actually win this game, which then means that Seattle needs to win out. I think we have a matchup against the Rams before the end of the season. I'm not 100% sure. Basically, if the Rams win this game, I think we basically need to win out the rest of the season to secure our spot in the playoffs, because the Rams are now hot on our tail. And although I need them to lose, I think they'll likely win. Commanders Saints, Derek Carr is out injured again. He hurt his hand. He's going to be out the rest of the season. The Saints had a little bit of a bump these last few weeks, and the Washington Commanders have kind of not been performing at the season highs they were at just a few weeks ago. But I'll still take Washington here. And now we have Dallas versus Carolina. The Carolina Panthers are a 1-point favorite in this game. And it is the first time the Carolina Panthers have been a favorite in a matchup since 2022. It has been 2 years since they've been a favorite in any matchup. And for that reason alone, I will take the Panthers. I think it's very possible, if maybe not even likely, that the Cowboys will end up winning this game. But I thought that the Panthers have looked better recently. And I just think it is cool that they're finally the favorites in a matchup, so I'm going to take them there. And now we have the Packers versus the Seahawks. Packers coming off a mini bye. in my heart of hearts, I do believe the Packers will win this game. I think this is probably a loss for Seattle, just because that's like the most Seattle thing possible, to start to have some separation from the pack a few weeks ago, and then now kind of be like clenching your teeth and white-knuckling it as we come into the end of the season. Because let's look, if we do Rams, Packers win, and we come down to the NFC West, yeah, the Rams get in and the Seahawks are out of the playoffs. But if Seattle wins, then it's Seattle with the Rams there. And if the Niners win and the Seahawks win, it's, yeah, Seattle here, Rams down at 10th. And if the Niners win and the Packers win, it's still Seahawks in and the Rams down at 10th. So we really need the Rams to lose this game in order to be secure in our playoff position, but I don't think they will. And I do think that the Packers will win this game, but I'm going to be a homer and try to manifest a Seahawks win here. And finally, I think the Vikings will beat the Bears. So those are my predictions for week 14 of the NFL season, and the AFC, the Dolphins, the Bengals, the Jets, the Chiefs, and the Broncos. And your interconference game, the Ravens, the Buccaneers, the Cardinals, the Lions, the Eagles, and the Falcons. And then the NFC, the Rams, the Commanders, the Panthers, the Seahawks, and the Vikings. So, thank you guys so very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this almost every single day. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.